Okay, here is one that is maybe a little touchy, might be a little hard. You're welcome not to answer it. Uh, but when girls are little, they have a picture of what life is going to be, the white picket fence and, they have a picture of what being a mommy is going to be.
Hmm.
And then it often doesn't turn out exactly the way we dream.
Yeah.
And so, how did you deal with it? I'm assuming that you didn't dream that you would always be a single mom. That's what I want to be.
Oh man. There were four kids in my family, four kids in your family. That's how I grew up. A lot of people my age, there were four kids in the family. I wanted to start with four and see how that went, and go from there. I
Yeah.
have two now. No, that's enough. Um, yeah,
So how
I,
do you
I,
deal, yeah. So how do you deal with the fact that that dream didn't happen or that, is or the loss of the dream?
yeah. Ugh. There's fears. There's depression. There can be. Second guessing everything as you're going along.
Mm-hmm.
Sad that things aren't how I pictured,
Mm-hmm.
but play with the hand that you're dealt. I've learned
Mm-hmm.
that. And you can have goals still, maybe you didn't reach them yet. You can still have goals, but you need to come to terms with the life you are living right now and live it the way that it is now.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, that just feeds the regret or I'm not doing this yet, because you're sad because the moment isn't the future. Well, live in the moment.
Mm.
Um, I've
Jen,
had to
that's
learn
that's really good. That is
that.
really good. I like that.
I felt inadequate. Um, it's hard if my oldest son, his dad has never been involved in his life, but my youngest son, his dad is here. Um, and comparing to even the other parent, the way that things are going in that house, or people around you, the way things should and shouldn't be. Um, that's not good. It just makes you feel bad. But as an encouragement, kids will see what matters. I found
Mm-hmm.
that out, and it was very hard for years
Mm-hmm.
to watch things unfold. My oldest was jealous of the things that my youngest would get at his dad's house. Well, I couldn't afford those same things in my house, so he
Mm-hmm.
had them there. And that's hard,
Mm-hmm.
to watch one of your kids be jealous of the other one, knowing that man, I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that. Lots of guilt. But um, somebody had told me, and I watched, your kids will eventually see what's important. You don't have to tell them. And that's true. My youngest, when he was older, a few years ago, well, 5 years ago, decided he wanted to be in my house full time. And he left all that stuff over that he didn't care anymore because
Wow.
he told me he wanted to be in a home where God was.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah. He was in private school and that was talked about in a negative way. And he didn't like that. And so, you know, he'll still see his dad and his brothers, things like that. Um, but he was just a little overwhelmed with some things. And I told my oldest when this all happened, that stuff doesn't matter.
mm.
It's still sitting over there.
Right. Right.
Um, it's the people
Wow.
that he wants to be around and the environment that he wants to be in.
Yeah.
And that's the choice that he made. It wasn't
Mm.
this environment is bad or this environment is good. It was just this is the environment that I want to be in.
Right. Right.
So it's just an encouragement when you don't compare because your kids might not want the things that you're upset that you don't have for them.
Yeah.
Maybe they do in the moment, but later they'll go, you
Yeah.
know, you know, I, I have, I've looked back, I've missed out on a lot. People talk about, oh, their 21st birthday. The one place I didn't want to go was Applebee's, and I went there twice. My friend took me there for lunch, and my family took me there for dinner. I didn't go out and, have a drink or none of that.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Because you had family at home. You had your
I had
son.
my oldest when I was 19,
Okay.
just a
Okay.
couple months shy of 20. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
So I didn't, there's a lot of things, that I didn't experience, or take part in. And do I regret a lot of that? I don't know. I might have missed out, but then part of me is like, who cares?
Yeah.
None of
And
that stuff matters. So
you gained in other ways.
yeah, look at big
Yeah.
picture. I've had so many opportunities to share and talk with people and encourage them or just listen,
Hmm.
um, that I wouldn't have otherwise been able to. I couldn't be talking with you right now if I wasn't living the life I was living. So,
Hmm.
not
Yeah.
like endorsing it, but,
There,
you
no.
know, play with the
But
hand you're dealt.
yeah, and you are able to help people that might have some experiences that and they
Yeah.
might be feeling lost and you are the person that they need to talk to.
Years ago, I was talking to my pastor's wife. She's become a really good friend. And we were talking about careers, or I don't even remember. But the subject came up of, I always wanted to be a psychologist, child psychologist, therapist, marriage count, whatever.
Mhm.
I like helping people.
Mhm.
And I was sad thinking, I didn't get to go to college to pursue that.
Mhm.
Um, and she said, you are doing that. You're just not getting paid for it.
Yes.
And she goes, think about your life. What are you doing? You're working with the youth. You've been doing that for however many years. You've got girls groups, you've got Bible studies, you have people that come and ask you things because they know you've experienced it.
Mhm. That's
And I'm like,
beautiful.
so as an encouragement to anyone watching this that's kind of disappointed, um, God will still use you and you don't have to give up on your dreams if it's something that he's instilled in you and something
Mhm.
that he wants to use for his glory. It might be a career, or
Mhm.
it might just be how he uses you in your day-to-day life, you
Yeah.
know.
I love
So,
that. I love
yeah.
that. Oh.